main camera? Is there a main camera?
That one
right here.
With the
Welcome back to We Run It.
Yeah.
The Run-In. We Run It. The Run-In.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Sergio.
Good Serge.
Yeah, man.
DJ the Hater.
Yep, no hate.
Chase Davis. Steve, we back.
Well, yo.
Welcome back. We're getting to Raw and SmackDown. Let's talk about Raw first. John Cena came out finally in his black demure.
They listen to
like a real
dark blue.
They listen to
dark
us.
blues.
Dark blue.
They listen to us.
They listen.
They listen to us.
So they switched it up. Had the black knee pads
With
on.
a splash of black. I mean, a splash of color.
Hold on.
Didn't I
With a
say that?
splash. Yes.
Come on, man. We say a lot of shit here first.
Gotta let you know he's right.
Did you
We
see
see
it
a lot
on
of
his
shit here
hat?
first.
You know where it says you can't see me? It was crossed out. Now it's no
see me.
longer crossed out. Now it's you see me.
Yeah. Yes.
Little subtle details.
Yes.
Shut up.
I'm telling you. It's for a reason.
You see
Please.
me.
He's
You
whack.
see me. I'm
So
telling you.
they had their standoff.
a deal. Out of here, nigga.
But guess what?
Yo,
You're paying attention.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
They had their
Just don't say it.
standoff, him and Cody Rhodes, and got a little intense in there, going back and forth. It was the last hype, I think, before we'll see them finally face off. I don't think we're going to see much more of them face to face like they were.
well, I think
That's something
we
next
are
week, right?
because it's
Yeah.
WrestleMania is not until April
Do you
19th.
think there's going to be like another
It's gonna be
face to face standoff, or do you think we're going to start seeing things happen?
We're going to see some things happen.
Yeah, I think that's the next stage.
Yeah.
because they had 2 face-offs already. We don't need a third one.
But Cody alluded to a third one. He's going to be face to face with him next week or the week after.
But
I think somebody's going to get their ass.
Where's the
kicked.
Rock?
Finally.
Where's the Rock, though?
That's what I'm saying. Like I think the
Okay.
next
Yeah.
one is going to be
Let it
something.
marinate.
It's going to start leading into things happening.
Got you.
now, Up
Okay.
into it, right?
Like, what do you think? Do you have an idea? What do you think?
I don't
If
know.
you
I
guess.
think it's going to be very reminiscent to last year's WrestleMania. Remember, Cody Rhodes got beat up outside of the WrestleMania arena.
Or the trailer?
Yeah, by The Rock.
Yeah.
He was throwing them all
Getting
across the trailers and everything. And then they had the one shot of the Stone Cold, which was like kind of a hint of the ending. But Stone Cold didn't come through for the actual ending that they planned for. Ended up being Undertaker. So maybe we'll
Well,
start
he's going to
getting
be in
some-
Vegas.
Yeah.
Cool.
Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He's going to be in
See.
Vegas.
Yeah. So, I mean, what do you think? What do you think?
I feel with Cody being the aggressor in this feud,
But doesn't he have to be?
usually the heel is the one
Okay.
talking the most smack, but Cody's been the aggressor. John Cena hasn't really talked about Cody. He's talked about everything he's going to do once he wins the belt,
Okay.
right? Cody's been a non-factor. And I think it's very smart because Cody is going into this very aggressive. So, yeah, I have to agree with Steve. He's going to get his ass whipped. He's going to get his ass kicked because every time Cody comes out and starts talking junk, all you see is John Cena looking pissed. Like, okay, all right. You know who I am, don't you?
Super
You
Cena.
know? And then what John Cena has been going at is his number one enemy, the fans. He hasn't been going at Cody because Cody is a non-factor.
Cody is a circumstance. Like, you're just there.
Yes.
That's
Don't
how he's
disrespect.
treating him.
Don't disrespect.
No,
No,
it's
but
true.
that's
what
the
it
way
is.
he's treating him.
That's what it is.
He's treating him like he's just
Yeah.
Another guy?
just
Yes,
another guy.
and you
Like,
gotta look-
you're the other good guy. Like, you're who's supposed to replace me.
You got to look at it like from that press conference. John Cena sat down and said, "What's best for business is me winning that championship." He didn't mention Cody. He didn't mention any of that stuff.
and the thing is, as soon as he said that, Chase said, "Oh, he's turning heel."
Yeah.
And so, like, before anybody else, like, the second he opened his mouth and said that, Chase was like, "Oh, he's talking
Yeah.
like a heel. He's turning heel."
He
And
just be
so-
glazing
He
John
called
Cena,
him-
that's all.
No, I was like,
Wait,
Just be glazing.
he was right. He was spot on. He was spot on.
That's
Can't
all.
lie. And so we kind of left off there. John Cena exits up the ring while you give the hater the stare down and head shake.
Yo, it's crazy because it's like Dr. Umar over here. It's like going in on John Cena. And John Cena hasn't rapped in about 5 years.
That's true.
It don't
Right?
matter, dog.
He hasn't rapped in 5 years just because he wears a fitted hat with his name on it. in a baggy shirt.
Where did he get it from? The gimmick.
Gosh.
He's whack, dog.
Does he wear jorts too?
Yes.
Yeah,
wears jorts.
Trash.
but Stone Cold must be trash because he was wearing jorts too.
Yeah.
Nah, but he was authentically him.
Oh, but they were
It's a
tight.
character.
That's why you liked them.
Huh?
I get you.
The vest, the biker vest,
So
the biker vest.
So
all
Cena,
black?
What about
Cena, he gets challenged in the ring to like kind of like fight right then and there. Cody takes he rips his suit off, says let's go right now. John Cena turns around and leaves out the ring.
Heel move.
I know.
Perfect heel move.
Right?
Wiggity.
And so
But he kept coming back and looking back.
we're anticipating more. You know, we know that there's a lot more to come. Speculations on whether or not The Rock's going to show up and whoop his ass is the next.
Get hit by a car? You think they take it back?
Some maybe
Sound crazy?
maybe Travis Scott gets his hands on him again,
Cybertruck.
gives him another black eye. Who
Just
knows?
real quick, I want to touch upon that. You think Travis Scott is going to get a receipt?
Oh, good question.
Just curious.
Does he
Just
deserve
curious.
a receipt?
He deserves a receipt.
Hell
Definitely.
yeah.
Does he get a receipt?
No.
He's too frail, dog.
Because he's not a part of the wrestling.
yeah, he's too frail. He's too frail.
And he doesn't know,
Yeah.
right?
I feel you.
But I
feel
mean,
you.
like, do you think he gets like an eye
He
show?
might get
an eye
something.
show
He
Speed
might get
moment
something.
where like, you know how Speed
Nah.
got blitzed
Yeah.
in the Royal Rumble?
Nah, he won't get
You
none
don't
of
think
that.
Cody gets a
Y'all don't think so?
free
He might catch a
super kick to the
one-on-one
face
and
or
not do
something?
nothing, like
He
intimidate him,
might,
maybe.
but I doubt it.
He might intimidate him some kind of way. He might catch him by himself type of thing.
Okay.
Who?
So,
Cody
but,
catching Travis slipping
Travis.
by
but
himself.
they keep talking about Travis being
Maybe.
the witch doctor, right?
What?
Papa Shango? Shit.
No, because he's smoking weed in the ring, but they're like, he has the sage.
Oh,
he
because
has
he
the
was
sage.
on it.
Yeah,
Okay,
because
okay,
I can't,
alright.
you know,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
that's just
say-
that's
yeah.
just
I mean, he was agent technically.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
this dude's crazy.
Right?
So let's move forward. SmackDown a few days later. SmackDown was good. Not gonna lie. Some surprises. Cody Rhodes again jumped in the ring, and my man Mr. RKO.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a wonderful segment.
Yeah,
That was a cool
they
segment.
had a nice segment.
Yeah.
He
That was
told him
dope.
straight up. He's like, "Hey
Yep.
man, I'm not gonna kick you in the nuts like a coward. I'm gonna tell you straight to your face. I want the belt. When my time comes and I'm ready, I'll be looking to come see you straight to face." So
That was dope. He gave
That
him
was fire.
flowers. And then he ended it with, obviously, Kevin Owens. That was super fire.
yeah,
Like, so
Yeah,
kicking his
so
head
that
off his
was-
shoulders in London. That was
for
fire.
sure.
I mean, but
So-
just alluding to that, I think that's a Triple H thing with the continuity between Randy and Cody.
Gotcha.
I think it's perfect.
Why?
That's
It's-
storytelling.
Why?
because so when Cody first entered, he was part of Randy Orton's group.
Legacy.
So he was his mentor pretty
Gotcha.
much.
Yeah, so
Got
he-
it,
Like
got
that's
it.
why he alluded to
That's
all of
fair.
the like you had to do what you had to do, leave
To
and
leave,
come back.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just great storytelling right
Yeah,
there.
that's
Just
dope.
The little
Beautiful,
things are the
beautiful.
things that matter to, you know, the long standing fans
Yeah.
and understand, you know, so and then it's easier to explain those things when they come back up again later.
True.
And,
Yeah.
and with that, that brings me back to The Rock when Chris Jericho was challenging for the belt, right? Everybody thought that The Rock was going to win, right?
Are you talking about the
You-
WrestleMania with the double?
No, it wasn't WrestleMania. It was like before that. And Chris Jericho was the first match or the second match with The Rock. You remember? And everybody walked up to The Rock and said, "Yeah, you got this. You're going to win and I'm going to come after you." Right? Chris Jericho ended up winning that match. Everybody's doing the same thing for Cody, technically. Right? You gotta look at it. It's a throw off.
Yeah.
Right? John Cena's winning that belt.
No, to your point, that's what I feel.
You did all that to say that?
No,
Yeah.
because it's I'm saying
No,
like
you're saying it's like the
It's
the
the
white
same
flag
thing.
move or what is
yeah,
it?
it's a false flag.
False flag
Yeah.
move where everybody looks left and then
Why
you
are
go
you
right.
why are you on his nuts like this?
It's not even on his
It's
nuts.
not
It's
on his
because
nuts.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The thing that runs is Cody chasing the title. He did it for 2 years and it worked.
I told you that's the whole
like you
Stone
drop it
Cold
to
thing.
John Cena
Yeah.
and he's chasing John Cena or whatever. He's chasing the title. That's good for
and
business.
that's a good story to tell
Yeah.
if it's Cody chasing John Cena now. for
But
the
if
title.
this is his last ride, is he doing it until the next WrestleMania? You know what I'm saying? Like,
John
No,
Cena,
no, no.
John Cena made it clear. He said he's going to retire with the belt and take it home.
I mean, I know that, but you know he's going to want to fight.
But you see, that's the thing I wanted to question. So was WrestleMania his last match, or
No.
is it the end of the year his last match?
It's end of the
That's
year.
what I'm saying.
It's the end
So
of
in
the year.
SummerSlam, he loses it?
So no. So that's why he wins and then
don't
he
know.
loses it later this year.
Yeah,
We'll see.
definitely.
Yeah.
But that leads us into the final segment of SmackDown, which was the signing for the triple threat match. And the big surprise, not a big surprise at all. Tribal Chief and the Wise Men are in the ring with Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk. And the Wise Men tells CM Punk, he reveals that, hey, I know what you're looking for in this contract, and it's in there. You're getting, I'm paying off your favor to you. You're getting a WrestleMania main event. Gets a little emotional, for them in the ring. CM Punk gets a little emotional. He eventually signs, but he also says something, makes it clear to everyone there. This is not the favor that I'm looking for.
But did you see how they ended on that? Like, soon as he said that, credits, end of the show.
Boom.
Yeah.
Soap opera.
Beautiful.
So
beautiful, yes.
Am I right? You guys remember what I said?
I don't think it's Cody. I think it might be Jey Uso.
No. What I said was that CM Punk's favor is going to be that he is a part of
the title somehow.
The undisputed title match, the final night.
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I'm warming up to that.
That's what I've been saying this whole time. Now, I could be wrong, but what do you guys think? Serge, what do you think?
I like that idea. I like that idea because I feel like come on now. Too many moments last night where they had Roman Reigns looking at Paul Heyman kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And it was kind of subtle. They didn't point out to it, but
are we all in agreement that there's no doubt that those two are separating after this?
Yeah, definitely.
You can't not.
Seth Rollins
like
is
that
a major
relationship
factor.
is over after WrestleMania.
I believe that Seth Rollins is the...
Yeah, I think after WrestleMania, the Wise Men and Tribal Chief are no more.
So does...
And not that it's run its course, but you just change the story up a little bit. I feel like that's all.
Does CM Punk win? So both nights he wins?
No, Seth Rollins.
I'm going with Seth Rollins winning night one.
I'm going with Seth.
Because nobody's paying attention to him because he's overacting.
Okay, so what happens if it's a triple threat for the undisputed title the next night and Seth wins?
I don't think Seth is going to be in that match. I would go with your idea that CM Punk is in that match before Seth is in that match because he has history with John Cena.
Exactly.
Right? Seth doesn't.
And it would make sense for CM Punk to get into that. Let's say he loses the match, and the favor would be to just get him into this title match.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I don't see him winning.
No.
You don't see him winning what, the undisputed match?
Yeah, I don't see him winning that.
Why?
Because there's so much history on the line. You got the 17 titles. John's last hurrah. You have the biggest heel, technically, in the business right now, who's a true blue heel, right? It's either Cody Rhodes wins, which I doubt, or John Cena wins. If CM Punk wins, then that has to be a heel turn. You know?
Okay, but think about this. It's the main event of WrestleMania is typically about 45 minutes to an hour. When it was The Rock in the main event last year, I mean, he's a part-timer at best. Not even that, right? Mm-hmm. Very similar to John Cena.
Yeah.
They needed other wrestlers to carry that match.
Yeah, definitely.
Because it needed to go 45 minutes to an hour, which made sense that they made it a tag team match, right? I see the same thing this year where, John Cena's there, but John Cena and Cody are not going to go 45 to an hour just wrestling each other because John Cena's been away from wrestling so long. He'll blow up in that match.
You've seen it won't be fun.
It won't be fun. So they have to throw something else in there just to make it interesting, right? I don't know what the outcome is for John Cena. Maybe he does get the belt and he breaks that record, right? But they're talking a lot about records. Like, you got Randy Orton coming in the ring talking about his record.
Number 15.
Yeah, 13, I think, right?
You got 15, John 15, Cena.
15.
Yeah.
You got John Cena talking about his record, right? Mm-hmm. What if CM Punk kills all that?
You said what?
Wouldn't that make everything he did and said in the pipe bomb make sense now?
It would,
That would be him winning. Like that would be the pipe bomb. The reason he left was because of all the bullshit they talking about. And he would just silence it.
If he won the match.
If he won it. And then at the same time, he would be proving Seth Rollins right.
Why do you ride so hard for CM Punk?
Because I love it. I'm not riding hard for him. I just think he has the best story.
So
He has the best story. Because this story was real.
Yeah.
He got fired from the WWE on his wedding day.
Damn.
Yeah.
which is true.
Damn. Wow. He got fired on his day off?
On his wedding day.
On his wedding day.
I'm saying, when you're not working.
But,
So you got fired on your day off.
so, and then,
Craig, nigga.
Yeah.
Damn.
so
Shout out to Ice Cube.
the only way that works for me is if he's a heel.
Who?
CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Right?
Has he ever been a heel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Absolutely.
great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I was outside around this time.
The
He was a good heel too.
Gotcha.
and the only
Him
issue
and
with that,
Cody are good heels.
the only issue with that is, I feel if they made him the champ right then and there, it's kind of like dropping the ball, right?
Who's CM Punk?
Not with CM Punk. It's just too early.
I have an idea.
What's that?
Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
continue.
No, go ahead.
All right.
We should do a top 5 real quick of heels after this, really quick,
Okay.
and dive into it.
That's cool.
What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can do that. Yeah.
I was thinking
All right,
about
I'm
on the
with it.
fly. I was talking about heels.
so-
Leading
What do you
into
think's gonna-
WrestleMania.
what do you think the outcome is of this?
Oh, the match?
Yeah.
Y'all let y'all go.
What do we think the favor is going to be? What do you think?
That's
he
good.
wants?
I mean, I think a shot at the title.
exactly.
Yeah,
It,
I
it
agree.
has to be a shot
Has
at the
to be.
title
Yeah.
because the way they put the emphasis on you're the main event of WrestleMania, this is your dream, this, that, and the third. Legitimately, what could be better than the main event of
And
WrestleMania?
I got one thing I could throw in there. You
Okay.
guys tell me what you think.
Okay, I'm listening.
What if he says that if he wins this match, the wise man can no longer be the wise man
Why would you want to do that?
Shit.
because he was CM Punk's manager?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see that
that's
too.
layered. Oh yeah,
I can see that too.
But
I can also-
don't see it, but
I could also
No,
I'm
see.
saying 'cause I don't know the history. That's why. Sorry.
Yeah, I could also see like the swerve. Seth Rollins is right there because when Brock
saying
Lesnar, when he
I fuck with
managed
Seth.
Brock
I fuck with
Lesnar
Seth.
before. Big Show. He managed Big Show after he managed Brock Lesnar.
Survivor Series 02.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So it's just nuanced. It's so like WWE right now is so nuanced where we all could be right in this situation because we're paying attention to the little things. We're not paying attention to the things in your face. We're paying
Word.
attention to the small things where it's just like, that's weird. Why did they do that?
Word.
Right? I feel just like Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns overlooking Seth Rollins. Right? That's the smoking gun right there. Why are you overlooking Seth Rollins? Why is Seth Rollins still like got a hard on for CM Punk
Whoa.
this way?
Pause.
Why you gotta be all that? Why you gotta make a section?
No,
But,
not
bro,
even that. My
bro,
nigga,
you
this-
just-
You co-signing that section?
I'm not
Bro.
co-signing, but you
But-
gotta understand, this dude goes crazy every time CM Punk enters the arena.
bro, you just said I'm on my knees for John Cena.
But you do the same thing.
Sheesh.
Wait, before we go on further though, I do want to address, how do y'all feel about the crowd? That was in London. It seems like
Yo, the
every
European
crowd
crowds are off
outside
the
of,
hook.
outside of the US,
European
the crowds are
Yo,
lit.
shout out to Europe.
lit.
Shout out to
Right?
Europe, man.
They made that segment
Yeah.
between Roman, Cody, and CM.
Word.
I said
Yeah.
Cody. Roman,
Well-
Seth, and CM.
Well, WWE is really trying to be a worldwide company,
And they are.
They're looking to do a PLE in India, right? So they got a big wrestling crowd, right?
Got a
They
lot of
love
niggas over
wrestling.
there.
Yeah,
They got a lot of
even
niggas
in
wrestling.
Saudi. They
Yeah,
love
and
Don't what did you just say?
What'd you
They
say?
got a big talent pool. They got a lot of niggas over there.
Let us know what you think in the comments. How does this go down with the signing? Who's gonna get the favor? Like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that alert at the top.
Peace.
Peace. Yo, you're out of control.
That was a good one.